All right, so then we move into the small intestine, and most digestion of our macronutrients, remember macronutrients are energy-containing nutrients, carbohydrate, protein, and fat. Most of that digestion is occurring here in the small intestine. The small intestine is about 20 feet long. And again, there's three parts, the duodenum, jejunum, or ileum. Some people say duodenum, either way is fine. But digestive enzymes come into the small intestine via the pancreas and the pancreatic bile duct. Okay, so our pancreas is one organ that you may know is responsible for making insulin and glucagon, which is important in diabetes, which we'll talk about more in chapters 5 and 6. But the pancreas is also making many of our digestive enzymes. So once that's signaled to make those digestive enzymes, those are going to be dumped into the small intestine via pancreatic ducts. We get also from the pancreas sodium bicarbonate, which is going to help neutralize that very acidic chyme that's coming from the stomach. And we also have the luxury of that pyloric sphincter at the end of our at the end of the stomach that helps control the rate of how quickly that chyme is moving into our small intestine. Fats are also digested here in the small intestine. They're emulsified, and that's a term that helps the fat mix in with all the other food products. If you'd imagine having a glass of water and then pouring some oil in that water, the oil and water don't mix, and that's the same thing with our digestion. So the fats need to be emulsified, and they're emulsified by a substance called bile. Bile, B-I-L-E, is produced in the liver, and it's stored in the gallbladder, and it is released into the small intestine. So the gallbladder is very often related to our fat intake. So if you know someone that has gallbladder problems, it's probably aggravated by high fat meals because that gallbladder is called upon to release that bile into the small intestine when there is the presence of fat so that that fat can be broken down. So our accessory organs, what I want you to remember about these are liver, that is making the bile. Our gallbladder is housing the bile until it's ready to use. And our pancreas is making and delivering the pancreatic enzymes to work on our macronutrients like carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. It's also releasing bicarbonate to help neutralize that very acidic stomach acid. Then we get to the large intestine, and this is where our healthful bacteria is essential, like probiotics you've heard about. This large intestine or the colon is where a lot of water and minerals can be absorbed, but its main purpose is to receive and store waste products to get ready for digestion. We talked about fiber in chapter 2. The more fiber we have, the more water we have. So that fiber is going to attract and hold water and make it softer and more easier for us to eliminate. And then we have the waste products that are released as solid feces through the anus when we have that neurological signal to have that occur.